Okay, is the Elijah team ready? So this is the 5 to 8-year-old class, and they've been learning on the prophet Elijah today, focusing on Elijah and the widow and the son, and how God provided. That is what they've been learning today, and that God provides. God is the one who supplies all our needs. Long ago, there was a prophet named Elijah. God gave messages to the people through the prophet, and God had told them that there will be no rain for a very long time because the people had been very disobedient and had been worshipping idols and other gods. And because there was no rain, there was not enough water for people to drink or food for people to eat. Many of them were starving, and they were very sad, and they were very, very hungry. But God spoke to the prophet Elijah. God said, "Go to the town of Zarephath. I have chosen a widow there to help take care of you." When Elijah came to the town gate, he saw a widow and her son gathering sticks for a fire. Elijah asked the widow, "Would you please bring me a little water to drink?" And the widow was about to go get him some water, and Elijah said, "Please bring me some bread also to eat." The widow was very, very sad, and she said, "I only have a tiny bit of flour and a little oil left. I am gathering sticks to make one last meal for my son and me." It looked like there would not be enough food. But guess what? God had a plan. Elijah, if you remember, before he went to Zarephath, God had told Elijah that he had directed a widow to supply him with food. Though the widow did not know it yet, Elijah knew that God had a plan. And Elijah told the widow, "Do not be afraid." And he said, "First, make a small loaf of bread for me and bring it to me. Then go and make something for yourself and your son." Then Elijah also told her about God's promise. He said, "The flour will not run out and the oil will not run dry until God sends rain again." The widow believed the promise of God as shared by Elijah and did exactly what Elijah had asked her to do, and she brought the bread to Elijah. The widow trusted God. She shared the food with Elijah. And guess what happened? Every day there was still flour in the jar and oil in the jar. God provided food not just for Elijah, but also the widow and the son. Every single day, just as he had promised. A few days later, though, the widow's son fell really, really sick. The widow was so upset and thought Elijah was responsible for this, and told Elijah, "What do you have against me? Have you come to remind me of my sins and kill my son?" She thought her son had fallen sick because of her sins. But Elijah replied, "Give me your son." And he took the child's body from her and cried out to the Lord, "Oh Lord my God, please let this child's life return to him." And the Lord heard Elijah's prayer, and the life of the child was returned, and the son was revived. Then Elijah brought him back to his mother. Look, he said, your son is alive. The widow and the son were overjoyed, and the three of them rejoiced, lifting up their hands, praising the Lord. God took care of Elijah through the widow during the time of drought, just as he had promised. God also took care of the widow and her son, though she thought she had almost nothing. God always knows what we need, and God is our provider. He provides. He gives us a family, food, clothes, shelter, a good school, good friends, and that's just to name a few. And the memory verse that they have learned is
God shall supply all your needs. Yes, 4:19.
Wow, can we put our hands?
no, that's it. Thank you.
Can we put our hands together for our 5 to 8 group for such an amazing skit?
Such wonderful costumes and props, and the